I did, for the meeting for Tuesday for the council.
You're on, just so you know.
Sorry about that.
Good for him.
Jim, clean your files out.
I don't have it, I was giving you the agenda for
So
that.
what department is he in?
No, I just, did Gina give you the paving and all that? We need for the, okay, she hadn't given you, and
Not that, she gave
Yeah,
me
but
all the bills and the, it doesn't
Last
last.
night, best night,
this will be
6
for
weeks
our, to,
from
So does he like that?
what they encumbered and then the council didn't give it, and now we owe this money.
I didn't even
We
have to
owe
have
this and
copies.
we owe that, so that's what they're gonna ask for the council to give back. She
Four
wanted
to
that
6 to 20.
bridge thing, that'll be
Got another nap in
later,
it.
you know.
I'm doing zero.
This one is, yeah.
Okay.
And
My
then
kids started doing
you
this
go
thing
ahead and
now
copies,
Good for him.
run
As soon
yourself
as he sees a
on
sliver of
copies.
something,
I got that, don't let me get out of here. Run copies,
Okay,
okay?
perfect. I'm gonna shut this door. You
just
got-
lay there. Sing a song, something.
Oh, really?
I guess it's better than
Really
climbing out
Nice.
and going, God knows where in the house.
Versus.
Sweet. Oh, yeah.
It's a, you're good to
He's already
go.
got your wrap, I'm sure. He does. He does.
We ready?
You're ready.
Nice to live up.
All right, we'll call this meeting to order. We'll start off with the pledge. Josh, would you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we'll start off with the minutes from our last meeting. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Claims.
Are we approving the executive session
Yes.
also on
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Both, yes.
Do I need to ask for a separate motion for that? Or
Yep.
okay, so I'll ask for a motion for the executive session.
I'll make a motion, we approve the executive session.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, claims.
I'll make a motion, we approve all claims.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, VSO report. I don't see Chris here. Health Department. Mindy, you're up.
Yep, I got a few things here. You guys have received the report from the nurses. Hopefully next month we'll have one from the environmental and from the foods. I introduced Greg last time. This is Tammy Graham. She's our new food inspector.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
And
Welcome.
You're supposed to bring food for us to inspect.
I'll remember that next time.
so first up, I wanted to discuss the septic installer's registration. About continuing doing that, and that is that the installers will register with our office. They'll pay a $50 fee. They have proof of their insurance, and then they offer us copies of any certifications that they have, and these certifications would deal with the specific septic systems that they've been trained in. And we would like to go ahead and have everybody on board with this to go ahead and continue doing this. There has been a little bit of confusion because some of them are saying because of the state code changing that, you know, they don't have to do this. Well, no, they don't have to do this. They're welcome to do their business in the county. This is just a list that we compile in the office, and this way that we can back it up for the homeowners. That yes, we do know that this installer has insurance. They are certified in certain septic system types, and we put their name and address and phone number and business name on that list, and then that list is offered out of our office for anybody that wants to look into doing a system.
So basically, it's just for the people that are putting a septic system in, so that they have assurance that the people that they're hiring are well educated on what's going on and they have insurance and everything else.
Yes, yes.
And
Got it.
I talked to an installer and he said everything's reasonable and it's actually a benefit to them because it's included in the packet of
Yes,
somebody shows up and they don't get bamboozled by some
That's right.
yes,
random dude with a
Yeah.
backhoe.
right,
So
right.
they say
Yeah,
these
and it
guys are
promotes their
legit.
business also, you know.
Okay.
And those will be ones that we will be listing
Right,
in our packets because
Right.
they have done this, but we're stating that it's not a requirement.
right.
And the property owner can choose whomever
Yes.
they would like,
Mhm.
but these will be the ones that we're listing on our website
Yes.
and in our packets.
Yes.
All right, so you're gonna need a motion for that, so I'll ask for a motion.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, Mindy, anything else?
Yes, I've got one more thing, and this has to do with the foods in the mobile unit. I just opened an email this morning, and House Bill 1577 has passed. So it'll be moving forward, and from how I read it, the state is moving towards making mobile units. There's going to be a state licensing process. They don't know how this is all, if you read through there, I agree there are some portions of this that are kind of confusing. It's gonna set up a different playing field because you're gonna have mobile units, it's gonna be inspected and regulated now different than your temporaries, but they're gonna both be at the same event. So, and yeah, so there's gonna be some changes there. It's supposed to go into effect July 1st. And then they're saying that there will be some changes a little bit after that, but yeah, it's a statewide permit database process is what they're planning. And we will have to have someone, which would be Tammy. My guess would be that, you know, state will come up with some type of a registration system, and then she'll have to have access to that and provide this information.
But we're still gonna provide the 2 weeks, if you're a temporary, you need to
Yeah, well, I
apply
think,
2 weeks before your event and.
yeah, I think right now, until, you know, more of this, we understand more of it and everything, we'll follow through with what we've been doing, because it's best practice and, you know, what the state had in place before and what we had locally in place, so.
Well, I guess maybe the nice thing is if you're a food truck out of the county and you've registered with the state, then you're already registered to work in other
Yeah,
counties.
that's.
So it's not like a double doing of process.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, I'm thinking that's what the whole push behind this was, but I'm not sure where we will fall in, you know, on the inspection stuff. You know, how we were doing our inspections, I don't know if that's gonna change any or not, but yeah, that's
Okay.
the process. And so that's all.
Thank you.
One thing, I know the girls aren't here, but we all got a text from somebody with Memorial Hospital 2 weeks ago. They're on the advisory board, and they said how impressed they are with our nurses, that they show up at every meeting, and so, I've been meaning to put that in an email, but just wanted to pass it on to them.
All right, thank you very much. And the sheriff just walked in and she is up. That's service, isn't it?
I know, I'm sorry, we're late. Really don't have much going on. We do have those doors. We're gonna start working on getting the information to get those fixed, those last couple doors with the locks and stuff, but otherwise, just want to be here in case anyone had anything for me.
Thank you very much.
Short and sweet.
Okay, highway department, we don't have anything. Planning commission, Kay?
You all got a copy of your report, and I told you February was picking up when I came last month. February was a pretty good month for home builds. They had like 7 permits and 2.4 million in already assessed value. So that's a lot. So we'll have a really high number this year because their one house was pretty large. Pole barns and everything's picked up. It's been absolutely crazy this week alone. I've got a lot of additions, and we've got 2 cell tower revisions, and I've got 2 more coming in, so that also adds up. So it's going really well.
Okay, looks good.
That's what we want to hear.
Yep.
All right, economic development,
So we have an economic authority meeting later today, or this morning, so we can just go over economic development then. We're still going through who will be appointed to the board. for the authority from the towns. Does anybody else have any economic development?
All right.
That's all I have.
Stephanie?
Okay, a few things. First thing is, I just got notification of our mitigation plan renewal. This is something that we have to take, basically, I don't apply for the grant, they send us the money and say, here's the money. And if we don't do this plan update, then we're not eligible for disaster relief funding or mitigation grants for the county. There is a match on this. The grant amount is $24,000. Then our match is around $8,100. We meet that. It's called soft or in kind. So it's when we go to the meetings, we get credit for all those attending. We also get credit for mileage and things like that, and the time that we all work on the plan together. And we generally have no problem meeting that goal. This is my third round going through this. It's due every 5 years, so we generally have no problem meeting that. So I guess I just need your approval to move forward with this.
All right, I'll ask for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
And then another thing. So I was trying to update the alarm system in the courthouse. In doing so, they changed their requirements. So we cannot send text messages to staff unless we have our own SMS, something or another. It's $120 a year. So I came to Melissa and asked about that, and she said to present that to you guys.
I'll make a motion, we approve the $120 for the messaging to the,
All right, we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
aye.
All those opposed? All right.
And then the third and final, well, it's not the final, okay, the third thing. The boat that we have in the EMA is just, it's really old. Every time we go somewhere, I've sent you all some paperwork on that. We have to work so much to try to get this thing going. We're done messing with it. I feel like at this point it's not really safe for our responders to be in as well. So I'm asking for some funding for a boat. So I want permission to go ahead to the council to ask for this. I've gotten a few quotes. I did a grant last year, was turned down for it. And so I then went to DNR to see if they had any surplus equipment. They said the EMA wasn't a qualifying entity. So now I'm going to be coming to council to ask for permission. We are on the river and we need to be able to get on the river to help people out. So the quotes that I've gotten, the one I sent you was 69, just over 69,000. I had another water rescue package for 69,000. There's another quote for almost the same exact boat as the first boat with it was 105,000. So I'm just asking permission to go ahead and ask the council for some funding for a new boat.
Well, I think it's something that we need where we set with the safety for our people that are doing that. So I will ask for a motion to approve this.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
Okay, now this is the final thing. We have a program called Project Lifesaver. We've done it for about 15 years. There needs to be new equipment for this. It costs about $2,000. What this is for people in the community who may have Alzheimer's or autism, and those folks who tend to wander off. We have a system that we put a transmitter on them, and if they do wander, we can quickly find them. Our search and rescue team has headed this up over the years. We quit training on it about 2 years ago because we had a request, and then when I was calling around, our equipment now is outdated. So it's about $2,000 to get the new equipment. So I just want permission. I'm trying to seek funding elsewhere to get it. But just permission to move forward with seeking funding to get that covered.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Thank you very much.
And that's it.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay.
You don't want to mention anything about tonight's storms and
No.
where
So our
everyone
timeline in the county is, somewhere after 1 a.m. We have, they did upgrade 2 more counties in the area, I think Gibson and Posey to a level 4 by this morning, but we're still at level 3 enhanced. The big thing is, we have Code Red. I did the thing out on Facebook to sign up for Code Red. That gets triggered by the weather radios when they're triggered. So that is actually Code Red just got, okay, here's another thing. Code Red just got refunded last week. AEP funds this for us every year, so I just send them a letter and they send us a check. So we just got that approved again. So just got that taken care of.
to refund for the year. So that's a good thing for residents to sign up for to get notifications.
Any future notification to the public, they can review through your social media at Spencer County EMA.
Yes, I mean, on the EMA Facebook page, we do have a couple of places that are willing to open up the shelters for the storm. And I've got calls out to the other ones who normally do this, but I just haven't heard back yet.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I've got appointments on here.
Insurance renewal, are we good with that?
Oh, insurance renewal, my bad. We'll start with insurance renewal then. I don't see Mindy here. All right.
I think, is this the same section or different? That's different than the Paramount Dental.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
different.
So
We're
our
still waiting
insurance
for the-
renewal for Mindy for the property insurance, is that what this was?
The PNC. Yeah. But we're still waiting on the schedule, right? Has she sent the schedule?
I gave her all your information, she was supposed to send it to you.
I never got the schedule. She did the schedule.
No. Did you get the schedule?
Nope.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, we'll have to,
She may not have realized we changed the day and time. I think that's possible.
Yeah.
So,
Wasn't she in our meeting last
yeah,
time?
but still,
I think we discussed it.
Can we hold off on that and we could maybe hop back up to it after we discuss the mowing bids? Because then that might solve our issue with, as far as. an
we
extra
can do
meeting.
it. All right, so we'll skip that and we'll go to appointments. What was
What
that
are the
about?
appointments?
We did the
Put it
Jack
back on
Trough. That was the only one last time.
All right, nothing there. Legal report?
okay, I think I CC'd you guys, but I sent the surveyor a contract for beaver trappers. I'll go ahead and chat about mowing bids real quick. That was advertised for 3 o'clock today. Obviously, it's 8:16, so, you know, we would not be able to open those bids now because somebody could theoretically come in between now and 3 and submit one.
I think there
I
was
think it
another
is like
section that said Tuesday,
Yeah, March
March
18th. March
18th.
18th is the
So
So they're, well,
some of them may not even come in until
Till
March
Tuesday.
18th,
well,
which is when our normal meeting would have been.
right. So, well, and I think I think those notices were all drafted before we decided to change the meeting time and all that.
Right.
So,
Could we do a special meeting?
well, that is certainly one option, is to create a special meeting, and another would be to have your current mower continue until your next meeting on, what is it, April 1st? No, April 1st.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
That's all that now. You know, you do have the other insurance, but you could just put all of that together on April 1st.
So basically what we could do is we can schedule a special meeting for next Friday.
Well, yeah, those are our two options, is a special meeting or until
Or
April.
instead of that, just wait till April 1st.
Well,
But-
thinking of that though, if nothing comes out of our insurance renewal, that'll give us a chance to get that going too.
Yeah. That's up to you guys.
Did you say next Friday? Would that be your idea for a special meeting and do, well,
And
what about our council? Is there a specific
Well,
date and time?
I mean, you guys, I could probably make 8:30 that Friday. Yeah, the following week is our spring break. I'll be out of town, actually.
Oh, the following Friday. I mean, so why can't we wait till April 1st? Because it's due?
Yeah, like, because it
I mean-
renews that, it's supposed to renew that day.
I
And
got
there's some things, like I was talking to Jane, there's some things that are on there that we wanna make sure that on the schedule they're topped out, so, if we wait till the first and it's not quoted that way, then we don't have any leeway to make sure it's insured to the max amount.
I don't care. if we have it.
The sheriff might have some things that,
So we're gonna make
Wanna be
sure
on
that
top
our insurance person is here on next Friday,
whenever we have our special meeting.
or, yeah, whenever we have the special meeting. I
At
guess I would have
8:30.
thought that she would have reached out to us between now and last meeting. Has she reached out to you, Melissa?
No.
All right, so we'll schedule our,
Is that the 21st?
I don't know, is that on Friday?
Yeah, 21st
Next
is Friday.
Next Friday?
It's gonna have to
21st?
be early because I'm out
8:30.
of town that day also in the afternoon.
Is that okay with you, Josh? 8:30?
Yeah.
Okay. Mac, you good?
Yeah, I can make work.
Okay. Okay, Josh,
Can
anything
we
else on
get
your legal
something-
report?
Well,
Can we get something from her before then, so we
Yeah, I
have
would-
something
I would-
to
I-
review, so we're not,
apparently she was supposed to get it to you guys, so,
did you get anything? Yeah.
No.
yeah, I'd reach out to her. I mean, that's not a good look, just to be frank. Thank you, Heather. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about the economic authority later on, I guess. So I think for now, that's it.
So mowing bids and PNC insurance, 21st, special meeting, 21st, 8:30.
Got it. Anything else, Josh?
Nope.
All right. Okay, ambulance quotes for removal of trees.
Yeah, we had the two quotes. I make a motion that we go with the lowest bid, which is K&K Dirtworks. Or
Okay,
K&K Tree Cutting Division, or whatever the.
y'all good with that?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll second that motion.
we have a motion, we have a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all those opposed, all right. Mowing bids, nothing else? Jane, you need anything else?
No, that is it.
We're good? Okay. Old business?
Bring up the fire training center, we need to approve a, holding tank. There were 3 quotes sent, one was steel for $16,410. Poly was $16,214, and a concrete cistern for $15,558. And these are 5,500 gallon.
Polly?
The poly's gonna be better than the steel.
Well,
longer, yeah.
so that's not what was requested in my fire training meeting with some of the firemen, that the concrete would last the longest.
Really?
That's what they said. I mean, I'm not an expert on poly or concrete, so
Is it gonna be buried?
it is all gonna be buried.
It's just gonna be water.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess then.
I mean, do you have
Secret.
experience with any of this? I mean, I'm, at this
I'm-
moment, I'm
I-
thinking you're the expert, maybe with him, not me.
I mean, I would have thought Polly would have
I
lasted.
don't know, what's your take?
That's why we're killing sea turtles. To get rid of it.
Your best things are poly or stainless steel. Concrete's great. I'd stay away from metal.
Is there any reason that Polly would not be suitable?
I'm just
for-
going with the recommendation of the 3 people, including myself, that made the recommendation of the concrete. That's all I got. I have 0 expertise on this one.
Do you think Polly?
I've got a lot of tanks, most of them are poly.
And they're in the
I'm sure
ground,
concrete would be good.
and we put them in the ground, cause we're putting this in the ground.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty well all the,
That's why I say.
all the
stay away
septics
from
now,
that.
right? They're all poly. Well, I guess, what's your opinion?
About 50-50 either way.
Between poly and concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, we're on that too.
Well, I mean,
If-
again,
if-
it's
if
the
the-
cheaper price.
Yeah, if the expert said concrete, then I'll make a motion that we approve the concrete tank.
All right, we have a motion on the table for concrete tanks.
I will second that.
All those in favor?
I,
All those opposed? All right.
let me go over just a few more things. I will be sending Josh a document from DHS. Stephanie, were you in this meeting? Were you in this meeting or were you in the room?
Which meeting?
The fire training meeting that we had the other day?
I mean, I was in the room since it was at my office.
Okay, but I didn't know if you were really in there. Anyway, DHS has sent a document that we need to state that the county is the owner of the fire training center, so I'm gonna send that to you to review. Right now, they have Christine Fire as that person, and we want the county to be the owner of it. He's just the fire chief that mans the
Okay.
station, along with Stephanie, right?
Yeah, and one of the things we will need to work out, I guess, is like the water bill and things like that, and where that will come through. And if EMA needs to manage that, we're fine with that, so.
The start date of the concrete pour is going to be the week of March 24th, I think, is that a Monday? With completion by the week of, he'll have it, if he starts on the 24th, he said he'll have it done in 2 to 3 days at the most. They are looking to deliver the unit the first week of May. I don't know that I have a quote on the fencing yet, but I can bring that up at our next meeting so we can make a decision on that. The water line, they are working on that, and then it was discussed that It Takes a Village could be the restrooms that are opened at that time. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Do what now?
If the firemen are there to work on this fire training center, can they use the restrooms at the It Takes a Village building?
Well, we'll have to ask them, I guess, right?
No, it's our building.
Oh, right, well, but is there a lease in place? Do we
I don't
know?
know.
Okay. I would,
It's our. it's
I
our
was
building.
just, the likelihood of, I'm sure people have to use the restroom, but
Probably a situation like that, it would be,
the restrooms are, I've talked to our maintenance guy, they're well maintained. It's a lesser cost than having a porta potty that is there on location and emptied. We're looking at maybe 2 times a month.
I don't know, I've never.
we'll see,
I've never
we'll
even
let
seen
we'll
the
talk
building
to
or where the
the
bathrooms are.
people who are running it and all that, we may have to go with porta potties. We can have 2 options here. We'll see whoever's running it, decide, listen to them and,
Would you like
What
for me to
they're-
go and talk to them about that? And see if they have a problem with us using their facilities on a Saturday? Possibly 2 times a month, or what would you like to do?
it doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
If we say they can use the facilities, they're gonna use the facilities,
Okay,
so.
maybe the smart thing is to, if you are able, stop by It Takes a Village, you can give them a heads up that that's gonna happen.
I mean,
Just as a courtesy.
Yeah, I'd say talk to them first, but then if we do have some kind of lease agreement with them that might prohibit it, even though we own the building, or, I don't know the situation.
well, I guess we need to verify if we have a lease with them. Do we
Well,
have-
yeah, I mean, only, I mean, if you're renting a house, it doesn't give the landlord the ability to come in and use your restroom, but at the same time, I have every expectation they're gonna be understanding, reasonable on just a couple times on a Saturday. I don't know the terms in which we leased it to them, if it was a handshake deal or if that was before my time.
It was
So,
before my time.
but
What's your,
my expectation is if you go by and say, hey,
I'm thinking,
okay.
and just ask them / tell them, they're gonna be okay with it. That's my guess.
Do you wanna table this and,
yeah, let's table this, cause,
And then would this be just for it'd be for every fire
that's-
department that uses it?
and that's
whether
why
they're from
I'm
our
saying
county
we
or
might
not.
be better off going with porta potties.
Correct? Like if somebody from,
it will,
Always or
but
offer
the
or-
Christmas Fire Department is manning the location, so they're opening it, shutting it that day of training for whomever in the region is using it. So they would have a key to the, it takes a village building, they would be responsible for unlocking and locking it up for the day.
All right, let's table this and then we'll come back with more on it. Get all of our ducks in a row. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, anything else on old business? New business, community corrections budgets. I don't see anybody here. Family Recovery Court. Paramount Dental.
I think we should start having more 8 o'clock.
I was gonna
meetings.
say, this is one way to keep it short, just switch the time of day.
Do you want me to reach out to Sylvia, because I know on the budgets, I'm on the community corrections board, and I know that
You gonna,
I signed everything out on the budgets, so do you need to text her and send
I mean, we
are
have
you
it.
gonna check with her? You wanna check with her right away? And
I can
make
send
sure
her a
we're
text right
okay,
now
and
see.
then after Mr. Kincaid presents his, we can, you can bring it right back to us?
Yeah, because
Is
she
that
has a
okay?
grant she has to send in, I don't know what her grant deadline is.
Okay.
Would you like me to talk, Mr. Seiler? Commissioner Seiler, excuse me.
Presidente.
Yeah, President. So as you guys know, I emailed you all over the information, chain emails last week as well. Your old Paramount Dental renewal that is coming up. For full transparency, we also work with Paramount Dental, every day, basically. Yeah, all the time. So, we are more than capable of taking that policy over for you guys if the commissioners agree upon it and are interested to move forward with something like that. In order to do that, the process of, we would need a signed letter from commissioners on letterhead for the county stating that you guys would like us to take that policy over at an effective date that you're choosing, preferably by April 1, if it's of interest, because that's when your renewal date is. The last meeting, that was that. What that would do is that would make us the agency point of contact for you all, for any members having issues. Melissa here with me would actually be the point of contact. You don't want them calling me, I'll forget to call them back. She's a detail person, so. But that is something that is available to you guys. Just right down the street, we're happy to take it over, happy to take a look at it for you.
All right, I'll ask for a motion.
I'll make a motion, and just so everybody's, this is no rate change, no coverage change, there's.
That
it's
policy
exactly-
will all stay the same. it's just
Exactly
one
the
contact.
same.
Exactly the same, other than
Just
the
basically
local.
changing the servicing from one agency to another, that's all you're doing.
And it's due anyways in April, correct? Okay. I'll make that motion.
We got a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all those opposed? Go ahead.
Still doesn't answer, do you all have the budgets, did she send those over?
We have the documents in our packet.
What I can talk about that on that is, she did a rate increase of the salary hours of the employees by $1. And the reason is thinking that possibly that would be the same increase the council would give the rest of the employees, so that's what she budgeted in. She added another full-time case officer. Their caseload not exactly, but if it was 130 in 2024, it's like almost 190. Give me some grace on the numbers, I don't have it. So they are extremely busy. We use them a lot for pretrial release. So we, instead of keeping the inmates in the jail where they can't work and they can't see their family, they'll release them out with an ankle monitor. If there's somebody that can be released but needs a little, or they'll have day reporting. So there's a little increase in the budget, but we need another case officer, that's why she's budgeting too, and this is a grant. So, if you have the documentation, Sylvia does a phenomenal job. I'm sure, I know that she had an appointment this morning with a particularly challenging individual. That may have been what's got her attention drawn away from this meeting. But if you.
So you're saying this is not really any money out of our pocket, it's a grant that we just need to approve for her to go ahead and apply for?
Yes.
And it falls under the budget?
Yes,
Okay.
and
I
she's
will-
just being proactive on the dollar pay raise,
There you go. I
I'll
will
make
ask
a
for a
motion.
motion.
Sorry, Jen.
Go ahead.
I'll make a motion that we approve the community corrections.
We have a
Budget.
motion. Do we have a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, as far as the family recovery court, do we know anything about that?
I know it's a grant, but I didn't have to, she didn't send it to me.
Oh, it was a new one from the last time.
It's a grant, she didn't send it to me, so
Well,
I can't.
we can
present
put
it.
this on our, we can also put that on our
2021
special
meeting.
How's that sound? Then she can have everything to us. Anything else? No new business? I'll ask
Did
for a
we talk
motion to adjourn.
Could I speak
No.
up for you?
Go ahead.
And also, not just on the benefit side, but we're taking on the dental, we also do P&C insurance as well. I'm not asking to take that over right now, but that is something in the future of any sort of RFPs that may get released. I know a lot of municipality work that we do as an agency is handled via RFPs from release dates, need by dates, all that. So we'd be happy to take a look at it. Obviously, we're right down the road. I'm not asking for the business. I'm just asking for an opportunity for it.
All right.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Anything else? I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Jeremy.